Hello, this is just an update on FPSC-2-AGK 3D. I posted a video last night saying, showing you the progress so far. I've been talking to the people who are testing the program for me, who have been. They've given me a few things, a few small bugs, and I've been talking to Rick as well, who's given me some great suggestions, which I'm going to show you as well. So first of all, I went ahead and built the terror strike level in FPS Creator. I've just tested it, so we can use it now. I haven't changed everything to static, so these objects won't show, but all the static lighting and the static objects down here will show. So I've already compiled that, so we're ready to go. Next thing I want to do is create a landscape project in AGK, and I'll just call it Terror Strike, and I'll save that. Okay. The last thing I just need to do is make a media folder. Okay. Now we go to the FPSC-2-AGK 3D program. So you'll notice I've added one new thing down here, but there's been more added as well in that. So the first thing you need to do then is, in my case, go to the FPS Creator file folder, because we're using a test level, and this time for our output directory we are going to go to media. This is where it's going to export the model files and texture files and light maps. So you'll notice down here it says texture quality. Now this is a good point. Suggested to me that we should be able to reduce texture quality, because it'll allow these 3D maps to be loaded in on mobile devices a lot faster, and you can have larger levels without taking up as much space and stuff like that there. So I've given you 5 options. Even on the lowest option your graphics are still pretty good, but the amount of disk space saved is quite a lot, so I'll show you on average. I'm also going to change this to JPEG just to find it sometimes better. So we'll export this, and this should only take a small second. There's a few changes in exporting. You'll notice the first and the second. Whenever I go to generate the code, a save dialog will come up, so as I can specify where I want to save it. Before it was just saved in along with your media, but that's wasn't very good. You had to copy and paste the code into your project and stuff now, but now you don't have to. So yes, then I can just choose to save it in my main file. Conversion complete. That's it. We are ready to go. If we open up AGK and open up our main AGK, you'll see all the code put in here. A few changes. As of this new update, you will notice that the shader files, the vertex shader and the pixel shader, are now automatically placed in your media file, or your media folder, so you don't have to copy and paste it yourself. Just makes it a wee bit more simple. Another thing you'll notice is that, well, first of all, actually I'm just going to set the camera values because I'll forget them. Again, this is just, you'll need to figure that out yourself. The first thing you may notice is this sync rate thing and all this here, and set up timer. I said to you in the last video that the timer from mod for FPS Creator works in AGK. I have kind of rewritten it, sort of. It's based on the timer system by Slide, so credited him. But I've changed it up so it works in AGK better. This means that even when your levels start to get a wee bit larger, you won't notice a drop in frame rate or performance as much. It should improve that. And that is most of the changes made. Everything just runs straight away now. You don't need to copy and paste a lot of things. It's much better overall. So we run this here. You'll notice it loads a lot quicker than the previous video. Okay, the level is slightly smaller, but it's also because the textures are a lot smaller as well. So okay, as you can see, this is looking pretty familiar. We're getting, well, a reasonably good frame rate as it is. It was faster before. I'm running this recording program as well, but you'll notice that it's pretty responsive, and this helps with, or this is helped by the timer system. And yeah, that's one thing that I meant to change. I'll just change that quickly so I can show you the level. You may need to change the collision sphere a little bit. It's just a little bit too big by default for this particular example. Again, the code generated is something for you to work from and improve on, not just a complete solution. So you can see now there's some boxes missing from where they would be, but that's just because they were dynamic objects rather than static. And again, you can improve on this whole gravity system. This is just the basic one that comes generated. So as you can see, this room again looks identical to the map in FPS Creator, with the exception of the dynamic objects, and you'll notice nice light mapping and stuff as well. So those are the new improvements that I have made on FPSC-2-AGK 3D, and I hope you like them.